But this music's pretty cool. I always love the Heavy Rain theme. I like the fact that Emerald used that, just only because the equivalent version of Omega Ruby, or the original Ruby, the Drought theme, was one of the most horrifying pieces of music in the history of gaming, and I'm really glad I don't get to hear it here, because I've looked up the Omega Ruby version of that theme, and it's even worse than it was in the original, and that's really saying something. I'd say it's definitely by far worse than Lavender Town. Now, from what I hear, people in Moss Deep City, I wonder what happens if we dive. From what I hear, people in both Moss Deep and Lily Cove actually have a reaction to this, so I might actually want to go and see that. Oh, okay. Yay for Mood Clash music. Also don't want to get challenged by any trainers. So, the Great Deluge has begun, and soon the world will return to its beginning. Soon the world will become Gen 1! Dun dun dun! Destroyed, but also sort of Gen 1. Well, Steven's trying to do something, but it seems like the champion doesn't really do all that much. Oh yeah, the rocket launch is what you're worried about. The rocket launch, yeah, that's totally the you've completely got your priorities sorted. Well, it will return to normal soon. We're working on it. Yeah, the BuzzNav must be going crazy around this point. Breaking news, we're all going to die. Now, a word from our sponsors. Can't even go into the Space Center this time. Yeah, again, the flowers are what you're concerned with. Do the people in houses say stuff? Mood Clash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the people in the houses aren't affected, so they're all like, they're still blissfully going on with their daily lives, blissfully unaware that very soon they're about to all drown. But yeah, I want to get back to Lily Cove as well, and then it's on to Satopolis. Normally I just fly to Satopolis, that's why I like doing it at this point, but I don't have a flyer, so I can't actually do that. Sharpedo away through the storm, despite the fact that you're technically fainted, which is interesting. I hope I don't run into any trainers that I haven't battled yet. I battled her though, I'm pretty sure that I did. Yeah, I think the storm's reached Lily Cove by this point. Yeah, just when you thought that things were finally better, yay, apocalypse time! Wow! Yeah, you definitely have your priorities sorted. I think you'll do a lot worse than come down with something. Well, that's obvious. Yeah, going out to sea now would be really stupid, except I have to. No one's here. I'm pretty sure that old couple actually has something very amusing to say if you talk to them in this weather. Well, at least that's what I've heard. Yeah! Yeah, apparently 60 years ago, something like this happened. Or those two are exaggerating. I thought the bike had been, like, slowed down due to the weather, but actually it's just the Aqua bike being as slow and pathetic as usual. I wonder what happens if you actually go out to the route here. Oh yeah, there's probably some people up here I haven't talked to. Yeah. Those creative juices will be flowing for a little while, and then no juices whatsoever will be flowing in your body, except water. Oh dear, this rain has ruined my suit. Whatever shall I do? Yeah, at least for the time being. This Pokemon remembers that it's going to die very soon. Well, I guess so. And suddenly, yeah, that area is not affected by the weather at all. So, yeah, time to head back to Sootopolis City. But at least they explain why only certain areas are affected. I'm pretty sure Lily Cove wasn't affected in the original games. Don't know if Pacific Log is actually affected now or not. I'm not sure if you get a free heal or not before going against your version legendary. Oh, by the way, actually, I need to look up where you buy netballs. Just realised. So it turns out I have to go all the way back to Rustboro in order to get netballs. But on the way, I just want to see if Professor Birch has anything to say about this crisis. He doesn't seem to have anything to say. 151, exactly as many as they were in Gen 1. Fitting, considering Team Aqua's trying to reset the world. Yeah, so, yeah, memories of the journey, yeah. Pretty sure that Alf never expected to have this kind of memory on his journey, but anyway, I'll see you at Rustboro. Finally! Ugh, that took a long time. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you were the guy who gave me False Swipe earlier. Actually, I might need that quite soon, so I'm glad I saw him and remembered that. And apparently I can buy Dusk Balls in Falibor Town, but, here we go. See, you could buy Netballs at Moss Deep City previously. Why can't you buy them there now? That'd be so much more convenient. I am getting... yeah, 50 seems about right. Considering I'm only allowed to buy Pokeballs, yeah, 50 seems good enough. So, yeah, Dust Balls are a bit broken though, I kind of prefer to use Dive Balls. Speaking of which, let me just check to see if I've got any decent status moves, or, so where is False Swipe exactly? I know it's somewhere up in the high end of the TMs. There it is. Okay, so... Bone Flute can learn it, but that's really, really bad, seeing as Bone Flute's kind of, yeah, very, very weak to Kyogre. But the really annoying thing is, though, I'm not sure False Swipe is going to help me all that much, because Kyogre, I'm pretty sure it has Rest. And that's why I'm not too worried about bringing status moves to the fight either, because Kyogre can pretty much freely heal itself and rid itself of status anytime it wants. So I might pack False Swipe just in case. Oh, I'm going to have to reteach something via, Actually, let me think for a moment. Yeah, I can always reteach Hidden Power. I can't reteach Dual Chop without going over to Falibor, so... but I can reteach the Hidden Power team at any time. So, gonna go with False Swipe there. And I think that's pretty much everything I'm gonna need for Kyogre. Because like I said, status is not really going to be that helpful because it can freely restore itself of status at any time. I'm really hoping it doesn't have any ice moves because Trumpeter is definitely my best bet for the fight. I'm not really sure, but I don't think it has any ice moves. I think it's just got like, you know, Hydro Pump, Ancient Power, Rest, and something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to have to trek all the way back to Lily Cove. So, I'll see you then. Oh, hey, that's interesting. Looks like I actually have got the thunderstorm to show up here. That's... I mean, it's actually pretty fitting. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it on camera, but I did see lightning. So come on, lightning, come back. There was definitely lightning here. There we go, there it is. Yeah, so there are still thunderstorms here, and it kind of makes sense for there to be one here now. Anyway, back to more backtracking. Finally have my match bike. That feels so good. Anyway, let's set sail. Yeah, they say it's dangerous to go out to sea in this weather. We don't have a choice because we don't have anything with fly. Gotta be careful here because I dodged a lot of trainers going into Zootopolis, and they may have skewed priorities in an attempt to battle me, which would be very weird at this point in the game. So we're diving immediately just to avoid them. Down we go. And suddenly, music replacement. Look at those love discs, blissfully ignorant that the world is about to be destroyed. In here, and time to surface. But I'm probably going to try to talk to every NPC in this town as well, just to get all the reactions. So this gym still looks closed. Okay, it looks like there are less people out and about here. Surprised they haven't all barricaded themselves in there. They have barricaded themselves in their houses! Hey, that actually makes sense. Yeah, so they've all locked themselves in their houses and done the sensible thing. The other NPCs are all like, oh, we'll just stay outside in the rain. It's totally not evil demon rain that's gonna destroy us all. Ooh. But do the people in here say anything different? Yeah, Buzznav might not calm you down. Yeah, now, here, I'm sorry, but I definitely have to use this Pokemon Center. I am sure as heck not fighting Kyogre with just an Alakazam. I mean, it would be cool if I pulled it off, but, I am not going to do that, because it, yeah, would be kind of very, very difficult. I mean, I could just try spamming Carmines, but oh well, it's already done now. What's done is done, so I have Clarinet and Trumpeter up in the front of the party. I should probably attach the Alakazam to Alakazam at this point, though. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to give that to Igil. He was holding that Twisted Spoon when I found him, but the Mega Stone is probably going to be stronger. But yeah, catching an Abra holding a Twisted Spoon is my first encounter in Granite Cave. That was amazing. Definitely glad that I used Igil. He's proved to be very, very useful. Now, normally people were waiting out in the front of the Zootopolis gym, but that's because Groudon and Kyogre were actually fighting here. What about Kiri? Does she have a home to go to? She probably does somewhere. But it looks like we're going to have to go to the totally not white tree of Gondor in the middle of this city. Seriously, it's like they're... Is the Pokemart still open? It's still open. But yeah, well, at least that crazy fan is at least... He's actually a bit more rational than that other Lycia fan who's all like, oh, I'll still do contests for Lycia even though we're all gonna die. We're all going to die. I still love this music. And it looks like there's nothing else to do but head over here, where Steven and someone we haven't seen before are conversing. Yes, former oh, please don't give him a close-up. Of course they gave him a close-up, yes. This is Wallace, owner of the most infamous design change in this game. But he's actually a pretty serious character, despite his looks. Well, we already knew that. They're kind of combining the Emerald and the Ruby and Sapphire versions of this scene with both Steven and Wallace helping you. Both of them being, well, Wallace being the champion in Emerald, Steven being the champion in the original games. Because, you know, what was that quote from that Doctor Who episode? Humans need water, but they can still drown in it? And soon, the term too much water will take on a very new meaning. If that were to happen, gasp, those IGN reviewers would be right! We have to stop this now! And here is the awesome cave, which, yeah, looks so much more awesome than it used to. And of course, these three are still here. Interesting that Shelly has a role here. I don't think Shelly ever appeared during the Crisis in the original games. That's Maxie, right? Yes. The aqua suit. Take it. So yeah, that suit is actually plot relevant. It makes a little bit more sense in Ruby, where you have to go into a superheated magma cave. In other words, stolen Devon technology. But even if you put that thing on, do you really think you'll be able to make it all the way down there to where Kyogre waits? Well, Wallace has experience with water. But the red orb is the thing that, yeah. That must be the one that suppresses the ancient Pokemon's power. When were you on Mount Pyre? Well, at least they're, you know, giving a reason for... Yeah, in the original Ruby and Sapphire, the team leader accidentally stole the orb that ended up the opposite orb for their Pokemon, and yeah, that made things really bad. Hoen's core? Yes, we must go through the planet core. Yeah, of course we'd have the red orb. Again, why aren't you going in? You have higher level Pokemon. Although Steven does have a pretty severe water weakness in his team. So, what? That excludes Pokemon, right? Pokemon can go in there. And robots, maybe. Artificial beings that don't have gender. There must be some kind of loophole in those rules. Oh hey, they're actually making the most of their large groups. Yeah, of course, we're the only one who has to go and catch Kyogre. Sorry. I'm begging, so save us, the world, and Kyogre. Oh, and May's here for some reason. Oh, hey, I thought it would be perfect time for a battle. Oh, wait, the world's about to end. Yeah, not like I have the luxury of flying. Yes, it is. Because you friend-zoned again, just like the X and Y rifles did. Why are there Furisode girls here? That's weird. And he says the same thing. And he says the same thing. Of course it wasn't a made-up story. First law of RPGs. All legends are 100% true. And you say the same thing. Guessing you say the same thing too. And you also probably the same thing. Yeah, despite the fact that we have a former champion, a champion, and yeah, we're the one who has to go. Of course we are. Okay, looks like it's time. You all ready? All of you? Right. It's time. Fate of the world rests on our shoulders. Nothing else to do but head on in. I forgot whether the Cave of Origin had its own music or not. Ominous door opening. It's interesting, like a Zelda dungeon, actually. Oh yeah, it's the same as Meteor Falls. Wait a minute, what's in here? Oh, Sableye. I actually could get a Sableye here. I'm not entirely sure whether, whether you're allowed to access this place after things happen. So, if I want to get a Sableye, I think this might be my only chance. Although I think you can get them in Victory Road. Though there are other stuff I could get on Victory Road. I wonder if I should just hang here until I get a Sableye, actually. I think Sableye is probably more common on the inner floors. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Okay, so what's through this cave? Come on, Sableye. I wants me a Sableye. Nope, another Golbat. I mean, seeing as you actually can't get Sableye and Mawile on your first visit to Granite Cave now, because they only appear in the lower floors. Wait a minute. Oh, I think this must be the escape route, because, yeah, it looks like it's blocked off for now. That was a Sableye! I said no Dex Nav, though, didn't I? But, considering that... But considering Sableye is the only Pokemon that I can actually get in this area... Oh, it's got Stall. No thanks. See, this is why I don't like Dex Nav. It's just, you can tell a lot about your potential encounter, so... Yeah, and you can quite easily refuse it without any consequences. I really would like a Sableye, though, so I'm probably going to have to stay here a bit until I get one. Actually, aren't there items here? I'll just check this area to see if I'm missing any hidden items. And mostly just look for Sableye. Come on, Sableye, I know you're in here. Another Golbat. I remember this area being quite good for, yeah, speed EV training because of all the Golbats in the original games. Well, I mean, in the ones where you were allowed to return. I forget whether it was Ruby or Sapphire or Emerald that actually allowed you to return from the Cave of Origin. I mean, to return to the Cave of Origin. They're always in the corners, aren't they? Because I know in one of them you're actually banned from ever entering this place again after you after you defeated Groudon/Kyogre. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure that if you actually knock these ones out, they will respawn after you beat the Pokemon League. That's kind of a feature of a lot of the newer Pokemon games. Now, this thing, see, my rules say that now I must catch Kyogre this time. But I think I may have to activate this rule with Deoxys, only because I really want to reset for Deoxys. Revive! Okay, I thought there'd be a Revive in here. I mean, this is the place where the spirits of Pokemon are apparently reincarnated. Come on, Sableye. Come on, Sableye. There you are! Okay, yes, I have to catch this thing. Hopefully, I can actually catch it. Hopefully, Snarl won't obliterate it. Stall is... No, wait, Stall isn't Sableye's hidden ability. That's Prankster, so this thing might have Stall, for all I know. Stall is a really terrible ability. I'm not sure there's really any legitimate use for Stall, apart from... I mean, I don't think Sableye could even... Sableye might be able to get Skill Swap, but I'm not sure. That'd be funny if I accidentally use my Master Ball on this thing, but, Ultra Ball, go! Come on, please catch. And got it! That wasn't so hard. So I actually got something in the Cave of Origin. That's actually pretty cool. Now I need to think of a nickname for this thing. I already have a nickname in mind for Kyogre. Even though I can't actually use Kyogre, I'm still going to nickname it following my theme. Sableye digs the ground with sharpened claws to find rocks that it eats. Substances in the eaten rocks crystallize and rise up to the Pokemon's body surface. Notice that it also has a rupee, a sapphire, and an emerald on its back, which is pretty cool. But I have to think of a nickname now. Okay, I just thought of a good nickname. I'm going to name this thing Sabar. It kind of sounds like Sableye. It's a type of drum, basically. So, Sabar has been transferred to Box 1. Of course, she's going to be overshadowed by something else that's going to be sent to Box 1 quite soon. And now that I've caught a Sableye here, I can safely use Repels because, there's nothing else here that... Well, I can't catch anything else here, so yeah. This place looks suspiciously like that last area of... I do remember these shakes in the original games. And smoke. Yep, seems like Kyogre's getting angry. Its new cry sound's actually kind of creepy. These weird rocks there that kind of look like boulders a bit. They're in the C4 cavern as well. Yes, shaking, lots of shaking. Are we almost there? Yeah, this looks suspicious. I'm gonna save here, just to be sure. Because if I accidentally knock this thing out, I have to restart, because that counts as a fail in my rules. When are we actually going to use the suit? Or are we going to use the suit now? Yeah, the suit just happens to fit a youngish child, exactly. Oh, it does seem a little small, though. Also fits his he's wearing the bandana under the suit. And we've got a red ore powered suit now. I am Kyogre. From the salty depths of the Hoenn Sea I come to break everything. Oh well, obviously, it's quite easy to know who that is. Hey, you read me, little scamp? Aye, it's me, Archie. Sorry, I dropped me pirate accent for a moment there. There's a device built into the suit that lets me talk to you. We're getting readings up here that looks as though Kyogre's appeared. Yeah, we can kind of tell that from down here. I guess you're starting right at it, if I'm not mistaken. Don't be afraid, scamp. You leap right onto that beastie's back. Then, you find its weak point and oh wait, this isn't Shadow of the Colossus. Then take to the east of the looks like we may have lost contact. Yeah, of course. The law of radio messages in any story is that radio messages will always cut out at the most important point. But apparently we have to get up on the Kyogre's back for some reason. It seems pretty civil with letting us ride it, though. Yeah, there. Nice ancient apocalyptic all-destroying entity. Good ancient apocalyptic all-destroying entity. Yes, that's it. Don't destroy everything. Yes, just stay calm. Don't kill everything. Who's a good boy? And oh yeah, the bottom screen's actually kind of gone staticky. Just showing you that for a second. Whoa, this place is pretty cool looking though. And no more suit for some reason. Yeah, I guess we don't really need that now that we're not underwater anymore. I'm guessing this leads back out the escape route? Yeah. I don't think I need any repels here. So, there's nothing left to do but do it. Yes, so. We'll save here. I think we can exit if we're not prepared. Hello, TM Thunderwave. I need you now. Thank you very much. Now I have to trek all the way back to Rustboro again to get Tire Balls. You, Tire Ball salesman, take all my money. All my money. Or at least half my money. There we go. Now I have to go all the way back to Satopolis again without Fly. Oh, and I hear that only after this you get the Eon Flute. Well, if you're the only one who can learn Thunderwave, you're the best we've got. Just hope you're faster. You probably are, but, yeah. Don't exactly need Charge Beam. I haven't ever used Recover. I'm gonna get rid of that. And I have Tire Balls. I have my status user. Put you up the front of the party. Alright, Primal Kyogre, third time's the charm! Let's hope I can actually get it this time. I did look up and it turns out that on 1 HP, no status effects, netballs still only have a 5.5% chance of catching this thing, so I kinda had to upgrade. Netballs aren't exactly gonna cut it. But technically, Tire Balls did exist in the original Ruby and Sapphire, so yeah, kinda restricting myself only to Pokeballs that existed back then. So no Dusk Balls, because they're kind of broken. Tire Balls, though, reach their maximum power after only 10 turns now, as opposed to, like, 40 it was in the original games. So, yeah, here we go. Alpha! Ooh. This time I'm catching it for sure. It's like the Lake Guardian. Except we're not fishing this thing, and it doesn't have an old lady's comb on it. Anyway. Here comes the Primordial Sea, making its water-type moves ridiculously powerful, and making it so that I can't get rid of the weather, and so that I can't use any fire moves. Of course, like I'd be using fire moves on this thing. So, should I go for a Mega or a... Might as well, actually. Origin Pulse still one-shots Alakazam, even if it Megas, so it's not like Mega is going to make a difference. I may need Mega Sceptile later, so I'm going to go for Thunder Wave. And I'm faster. Perfect. That is all I needed you to do, Egil. This Thunder Wave is going to prove insanely useful. And it's going for the Aqua Ring setup immediately. Okay, that's interesting. Might go for Dazzling Gleam here. Hope it lowers its... What does this lower? Special attack? Actually, I don't think Dazzling Gleam has any secondary effects, but, oh yeah, Kyogre's physical defense is weaker. That must be why Leaf Blade did so much damage. Hopefully this doesn't do too much. Well, it is being kind of stupid. See, if I Mega, I might end up doing too much damage. And again, its Origin Pulse one-shots me, even if, Body Slam may even one-shot me due to pathetic defenses. Not quite, but, no paralysis is definitely appreciated. I do not want a critical hit, so I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, this thing does have Ice Beam, so... Mega Sceptile is not nearly as useful in this fight as I would have hoped it would be. Still healing. I have to go to Air Horn here. I can't just switch straight to Trumpeter to go for the False Swipe. Okay, let's just go for Shadow Ball. Okay, yeah, Paralysis does mean that I'm... Okay, that did very little. Oh, that's not good. I don't want you to have lowered special defense. At least Shadow Ball wasn't doing very much anyway. Like, just barely enough to... In fact, I think Water Pulse is... Water Veil... Aqua Ring, whatever, is out healing it, which is interesting. Okay, but now that you're paralyzed and on red health, I'm not sure if Dusk Balls have... Okay, let me see. Let me check something. I'm going to use PP to count the number of turns that have passed. 2 turns of Dazzling Gleam, 2 turns of Psychic, 1 turn of Thunder Wave. That's already 4, 5. 2 turns of Shadow Ball, 6, 7. So, yeah, Timer Balls are not at their full potential yet, so I have to just go with a Netball. Now, it'd be hilarious if this caught immediately. And no, it broke out immediately, the exact opposite. And there's the Origin Pulse. Yeah, Origin Pulse is pretty much a guaranteed 1-hit KO on anything that doesn't resist water. It's that ridiculous. Because of Kyogre's ability. I'm going to go straight to Trumpeter here and go for a False Swipe. So that will be 8 turns. This will be turn 9. Okay, come on, False Swipe. You can do it. Not even getting it to 1 HP. And yes, Ice Beam off right off the bat. Yeah, so if I'd negated, that would have still one-shots me. No more False Swipes. That's really annoying. But that's turn 9, and I believe this would be turn 10. See, I really want to get a Snarl in, but with the lowered special defense, I wonder if that would actually finish it off. I think this is turn 10, so it might be safe to go for a Timer Ball now. I believe this is 4 times at turn 10. 1, 2, 3... Yes! 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 Finally! Finally! That was way too annoying! Oh, sweet merciful Arceus, I can be finally done catching this thing! So, pro tip, use Paralysis and Timer Balls. Yeah. Kyogre is said to be the personification of the sea itself. Legends tell of its many clashes against Groudon as they sought to gain the power over nature. And I already have a nickname for this thing, but I kind of have to look it up again. So, just give me a moment. Of course, what's a moment for me is only a second for you. I'm going to name this thing... Alpha Sphere. It's actually a type of electronic musical instrument that was developed recently. So, we have Alpha Sphere the Kyogre. After 3 attempts, I finally catch it. And therein ends Kyogre's literal reign of terror. And why is there a big glowy light there over Zotopolis? Is that Rayquaza? Well, no more storm clouds. And so, peace returns to the world once more. All thanks to Alf and his team. And a lot of annoying resets. Well, I take it that by the happy music and the bright, colourful atmosphere, yes, it really is over. It's so warm. Just now, my heart felt like it was about to be crushed by uncertainty and terror, but now it feels like it's been softly set at ease. Yeah, you're right. Maxie, what you're saying is only natural. I know that. But still, I can't just change the world I believe to be ideal, the kind of world that I dreamed of making, where I could live alongside my beloved Pokemon. That hasn't changed. I know I've got nothing to stand on after causing this much hurt, but... Shelly, sorry, and thanks. Alright, you little scamp. You managed to use that red orb. So let's see you try this on for size. If you give it to Kyogre, you should be able to control its primal reversion. So yeah, now we can actually use that and totally make people in multiplayer cry. Farewell. See ya. So, Team Aqua sails away for the last time. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's going to be very, very convenient for me. And the last Yas that I've never used. See you later. Hope we can battle sometime. And once again, the world is saved, thanks to Alfred Orlando and his team of Pokemon. That, sadly, I lost half of them. But I might use one of my revives here, just because I kind of want Trumpeter going into Wallace. So, it's revive time. We found one in the Cave of Origin, after all. But, yeah, what we actually need to do next is... Wow, okay, the tree's really got, interesting now. Cool. But yeah, that cutscene, I wasn't commenting at all. That cutscene almost moved me to tears. Like, that really felt like something out of Black and White. That was really amazing. I really liked that scene. See, they've made the plot so much better than it used to be. Just so much better. Just... Yeah, like, because previously Team Magma and Team Aqua kind of disbanded with very little fanfare at all, and... Oh, hey, there's more greenery here. It's interesting. Yeah, Setopolis was quite dry before, and now there's a lot more green. That's actually pretty cool. And yeah, it's a lot more vibrant now than it used to be. I am eager to try out my new flute, though. Are you here? Yeah, there, you're still here. And you still say the same thing, but, free berries are... Magos berry, I forgot about Magos berries. And Eapopberry. But, yes, we have the gym to go into next, but I can't actually heal at the Setopolis Pokemon Center. So, I'll see you next time, though, I don't know, maybe not necessarily for the gym. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you.